Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Bits of real panther, so you know it's good.
It's quite pungent.
Oh, yeah.
It stings the nostrils. In a good way.
Yeah.
Brian, I'm going to be honest with you. That smells like pure gasoline.
60% of the time, it works. Every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Chiefs Kingdom. It's time for All Chiefed Up with your hosts, Steve and Mike Williams. From the Bluegrass to the Red Sea, this is the Kingdoms Podcast.
Chiefs Kingdom, it's Wednesday night. It's time for some Wednesday War Room. Steve, we don't even have the right daggone thing on.
We don't.
Wednesday War Room. Let's get it going. Boom, there it is. There it is.
Now it's official.
Now it's the Wednesday War Room.
I didn't have nothing set up. My camera's all wonky. I'm sorry, guys.
Steve's having a day today, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm always having a day.
Steve, have you heard anything about the practice squad?
A little bit here and there, yeah. I first of all, I started my day with, I was at work, so I was just checking my phone periodically on X and stuff, and I saw where Halsey ended up with the Browns, and I cried a little bit about that.
Who said that was going to happen? Hey,
well,
by the way,
knew he wasn't clearing waivers, right?
The 5 people in the comments section yesterday during our live saying, you guys hype up Halsey too much. He ain't going to get claimed. Good job. Good job.
Yeah.
I will say, maybe we oversold Kennard a little bit. A little bit of Kentucky bias, possibly. But I still think Kennard is a better long-term piece for the Chiefs' offensive line than Lucas Niang. Some guy today said Lucas Niang was just far and away better.
That's
what are you watching?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I've seen that from a couple people like, oh, well, I understand that move because Lucas Niang's better and blah, blah. What tape have you been watching? Yeah. And they actually said you should watch the tape. And it's like, you have to tell me about the secret tape of Lucas Niang you have.
Show me that
private tape. I only have the real stuff.
Show me that game. Show me that game we must have missed. That amazing display from Lucas Niang. Come on now. Right? Lucas Niang, he's mid. I don't know how he's on the roster. Steve, Matt Dickerson was the last guy to just barely grasp onto that roster, baby. But he's gone. Matt Dickerson is off the roster.
Did they go ahead and did they boot him for
Darius Rush? Yeah,
Okay.
so they
I had a
claimed
feeling
Darius
it
Rush.
had to be him, right? Like that
Right.
wasn't public at first, was it? They didn't say who they were dropping.
No, this just happened a little bit ago.
Okay.
It come up on the reports. Matt Dickerson is to the practice squad, but we got a little bit of a problem with the practice squad, by the way, guys. Here we go. This is the practice squad. Also, I'm going to go ahead and there you go. Down at the bottom, it's going to show everybody on the practice squad for you guys. So if you miss
can look at
anybody,
it 5 different ways.
here you go. So look, Reese Taylor's on the practice squad, Steve. I like Reese Taylor. Excited to see him here. I thought Reese Taylor had a chance to actually make the
Did
team.
they finally sign
dark
Darian
horse.
Kennard to the practice squad?
Yes, he's on. Thanks for
Good Lord.
skipping all the way to the very
I'm sorry, I just saw it because that was the one I was looking for all day
Look at
long. I'm
Steve.
like, I was like, did he decide to tell them to go after themselves or something? Like,
end. Look, you
Wow.
can only have 16 on the practice squad plus
I'm
your,
sorry, I
your
didn't mean to-
exemption.
I didn't mean
Plus
to interrupt. Go ahead and go down the list, man. My
Well,
bad.
either way, Reese Taylor, Deion Bush, Danny Shelton, Austin Ryder, Jason Godric, Chew. Now he is you have to have 16 players on the practice squad, but Chew counts as an exemption. Like they get that one exemption from the overseas player, so they actually have the practice squad to 17. There's 18 names on this list. Somebody's got to go. That tomorrow, presumably, somebody's got to be off here. Matt Bushman at 6, Deneric Prince is there at 7, Cornell Powell at 8, LaMichael Pirine at 9, a little PP on the PP, Cole Christensen at 10. They took so many linebackers. Don't know why Cole Christian just didn't even make the roster. Should have just put him on and went to 7. Echo Boy Doe, corner, Montrell Washington. If you notice, that
donkey.
is a new name. He come from,
He's a donkey.
a little small school. I want to say it was Samford is where he played college ball. Never really made much of an impact. Didn't really catch anything. I think he had 4 targets, 2 catches with Denver. Not a lot. A return guy, maybe. Who knows? Chris Oladokin to the practice squad. Garrett Prince. Garrett Prince, who you had on the cover. The lovely Garrett Prince. Garrett Prince actually from the Kansas City area, by the way. Played high school in
That's
Kansas
cool. I
City.
didn't know that.
Yes. Keith Taylor, cornerback, who played with Trent McDuffie in Washington. We're going to have a little Husky reunion, baby. Chris Williams, defensive tackle, Matt Dickerson, defensive tackle, and our boy, Darian Kennard, the Kentucky boy.
Right.
Darian Kennard, I'm glad Darian Kennard cleared waivers. Steve, at first, it
That
didn't
was
look
my-
like he was going to.
That was my worry. So, like after everything settled down, like yesterday, I didn't like a few things that happened. I didn't like Kennard getting cut over Niang. And I didn't like the fact that they ended up taking 6 linebackers, even though, I mean, if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. They have better reasons than I have. And then the one that I didn't like is Khalif Hallisey, and it's because of exactly what happened. He got snatched up by the Browns. And I thought Kennard was going to get picked up too, man. That's why I was a little upset about it yesterday. I'm like, why would they do this? But
Right.
Khalif, the only one that got snagged, right?
Yes. The
Shane
Browns.
Buechele? Where's Shane Buechele in all this mess?
Look, I'm digging. I'm writing. I'm contacting different people. We're going to see what we can find out about Shane Buechele. Nobody's talking about this, but from every indication I can get my hands on, Shane Buechele might be done in KC.
Where do you think he's going to go? You think he's going to go to New England?
You remember that's a good one. Do you remember how everybody was like, hey, they're giving Clyde a lot of playtime here, going to shop him? I think they were doing it with Buechele.
It's a possibility.
That's why Buechele was getting all that playing time against the Cards. He looked so good. They took him out, didn't let him play another drive, boy. They wanted him to go 10 for 10, 105 and a touchdown. And I guess they just didn't get the offer they wanted. And he was a cut casualty. And you see Oladokin took the practice squad. Now, they could have offered Buechele. That's the thing. They could have offered Buechele, and he could turn down the practice squad. He could say, screw this, I'm going somewhere else.
Right.
I don't know why he would. So something's telling me Buechele has played his last snap, at least for now, in Kansas City. I think they went with Oladokin. A lot of people are saying Oladokin was a better all-around project.
I've seen that a lot, man.
That's
seen that a lot where
strange
people
considering
talking about it.
a week ago everybody was saying Buechele was the number 2 and Oladokin should be cut when he threw the screen pick. You know what I mean? To the Saints. Right. But we were talking about this the other day. Look at this. Andy Reid. Look at the linebacker spot. he has actually taken 6 linebackers, 3 out of the last 6 years, Steve.
That's
And
weird.
now it's 4 out of 7.
I was thinking, 4 or 5 tops. I didn't know that he had taken 6 that many
Look,
times.
he took 6 in 2017. He took 6 in 2019. He took 6 in 2021, and he is now taking 6 in 2023. Not out of the realm of possibility. And again, I think this is a Spags thing. With not having Chris Jones to create that pressure up the middle, maybe they're
making blitz packages with these guys.
it looks like it's possible we may have a lot more blitzing. A lot more.
You're going to have to. You got to compensate somehow.
Yeah, we got to compensate. You got to do something. I don't know. But yeah, let's talk about Garrett Prince a little bit. Garrett Prince, he was with the Jaguars, Steve.
Hey. Before Garrett Prince,
Okay.
I want to shout out Wayne with the 2.
Shout out, Wayne.
If I can get it to pop up here.
Well, yeah, Wayne.
Appreciate
There
you,
he
Wayne.
is.
Thanks for the 2, my man.
What's on the super sticker?
I don't know. I don't
I can't
have
see it.
the YouTube
Oh, I
studio
see it.
pulled up. Let me
It's
do
a little. It's a little laptop that says work on it. Boy, Wayne, you hit the nail on the head, baby.
that. Ain't that the dang truth, man?
Work. Rihanna wrote that song about us, by the way.
Yeah, but there's 245 people in here. We appreciate you guys coming to hang out with us at the Wednesday War Room, talk about the Chiefs and the practice squad and all that good stuff, how this roster's shaping up. We appreciate you guys, whether you're new to the channel or you're a member and you're here every time. We appreciate you guys. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Hang out with us more often. We're trying to get to 20,000 subscribers before the end of the season. So
Yep.
do us a favor and hit that button. Also, if you guys could take like 2 seconds and hit the like button, that would be amazing.
It really would be amazing. At 100 likes tonight, we'll give away a free signed poster, by the way. We'll do that on the 100 like mark. But Steve, let's get back to Garrett Prince, a Kansas City boy. We'll take Wayne off here. Everybody give Wayne a catch up in the chat for good old Wayne. Our boy Wayne.
I saw somebody last night. Hold on. I don't.
You really
I'm
don't want to
putting
talk about Garrett Prince.
Putting off this Garrett Prince thing, but
you hate Garrett Prince.
no,
I feel.
there was a comment last night on the live stream that we did yesterday. It was a comment later, like off the replay, where somebody was like, "I'm new here. Can you guys please explain the ketchup thing?" And I was like, "It's the emojis. If you remember, you got the emojis." So
Right. Don't actually try to smear ketchup on your keyboard, laptop, or phone. That is
you
not.
can if you want to.
Hey, but we're not liable for damages. Inflation. Can't afford it. Steve, can we talk Garrett Prince? Is it time to
Just
talk?
one more thing before we talk. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Dude, I was about to believe it.
You were
Anyways,
getting mad, weren't you? You were like,
he
"Dude."
played with Jacksonville, Steve. He played with Jacksonville. He's done nothing in the NFL, by the way. Not a single thing. Nothing. I had to go back and find his college stats. He played in the Conference USA at UAB, Steve.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Yeah.
He was a junior, senior. So he had 2 redshirt years, presumably. I don't know how this worked out. This is all I could find. This guy's a mystery, by the way. But it does look like he had 50 receptions, 828 yards, and 15 touchdowns. That's probably what Travis Kelce will do in the NFL in about 6 weeks. So
Right. I mean, like I've seen a lot of people pumped about this signing.
he's a
but-
KC area guy. I think that's got to be the extent of it.
Well, everyone's talking about his potential and everything, and how it's kind of a steal that the Jaguars missed out and didn't utilize this guy. Blah blah blah. I slightly remember him when he was coming out in the draft, right?
Yeah.
I remember the UAB tight end, but I don't remember a lot about him. I ain't gonna lie. Like I can't remember
No, he wasn't big on our list.
much of anything about this man.
I don't even remember when he was drafted, to be honest. But
I'm gonna go look it up. I'm gonna go look up a little history on this man.
Do that. Find when he was
You'll
drafted
figure it
because
out.
he wasn't high on our draft boards or anything. But I will say Keith Taylor, the guy they snagged from the Panthers. How funny is it that we snagged a Panthers guy, we snagged a Colts guy, the Browns snagged our dude. But you know what? Kennard was actually rumored to have had a waiver claim. The Colts were going to put in a waiver claim on Kennard and thought,
Dude, Colts fans were irate on X
Yep.
today because they wanted him so bad.
right, they wanted him, and I thought that's where he would go, and that's why I knew for a fact if you put him on waivers, you were playing with fire a little
You were
bit.
playing with fire. They got lucky. They got lucky.
They got lucky, man. Hey, they could still sign him off the practice squad. They just got to move him to the 53. So if anybody gets injured, they can still go snag him. That's the risk you got to take. But I'll say Taylor, 6'3", 195. Are we noticing the size Brett Veach has went and got? 6'2", 198 on Darius Rush. 6'3", 195 on Keith
Yeah,
Taylor.
they like the bigger corners.
Which is, by the way, why get rid of Hallisey? He had a heck of us. Like, he's been with us. He's learning the playbook. He's that big. He's a ball hawk. He's everything. And then they just out the door, and you never heard a word about him.
Boy, it didn't take long for somebody else to snag him up, though, did it?
That's true. Cleveland got him, and everybody's like, "Why are you pumping up Hallisey so much?" It's like, well, we're not the only ones to do it. It's that side speed combo, that ball hawkiness that you can't teach. And the Browns went and got him.
Don't quote me on this, but I think he's 6'1", 195.
Right, he's just as big as these guys.
And yeah, he was a UDFA, but I mean, he was projected to go in the 5th or 6th round by NFL analysts. Right. So I mean, people were high on him. I'm surprised he fell out of the draft, to be quite honest. But yeah, I mean, with what he flashed in the preseason, along with the size speed combo and the way he plays, you knew that somebody's going to snag him up.
That's kind of the one thing that's this is perplexing to me a little bit. So we know that Veach likes the late round, big size, ball hawk, go play safety. That's what Khalif Hallisey was. He stood up, he hit you, he made plays when given the chance. Everybody's like, well, he did it on the 3 and the 4. Okay, so did Piron. You guys wanted him. So did Amir Smith-Marset. And you guys were saying he was the 3rd best wide receiver on the team. They can only play where they're put in. So he was put in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th teams. He never got to play with the 1st, obviously. Right. He's a young guy. He's UDFA. I thought all the potential was there in the world. And then they drop him out of nowhere. He's just waived. And then we go put a claim in for, Darius, who, again.
I like that.
Good pickup. Sure. Nothing against him, but what makes him night and day above Khalif Hallisey? And you didn't even know he was being released, by the way.
Yeah, I don't think they knew that. Now, I don't think there was any correlation. No. I think them releasing Khalif Hallisey was just a pure miss by the Chiefs. I do.
Right, and then they got lucky, and the Colts kind of gifted them one.
And as far as those two players, like if you compare the two, they're not exactly the same type of corner. But I will say this: as athletic and big as Khalif Hallisey is, I think that Darius Rush is more athletic. Like this dude is off the charts on the RAS score.
Darius Rush is pretty athletic, but I will say this. When I watched his film the year he come out from South Carolina, because we're Kentucky fans, we watch SEC football.
Yep.
We watch SEC football.
We watch Kentucky get the crap beat out of them several times a year by SEC competition.
He flashed. He definitely flashed. No doubt on the good plays he was there. But on the bad plays, he was bad. Like really bad. That's why he kind of fell down the draft a little bit like he did. I'm going to trust Veach. Let's see it. Keith Taylor again. Keith Taylor, another big guy. He played with Trent McDuffie. He's played with the Panthers for 2 years now. He's had 6 passes defended, a forced fumble, 67 combination tackles, which is 55 solo, 12 assists, and a tackle for a loss. So he's actually played a little bit. No idea why the Panthers would just up and cut him. So, I mean, I will say Keith Taylor, pretty good too. But at the end of look, in 3 years, we're going to look back and we're going to say, who had the better? Was Khalif Hallisey better? Was Keith Taylor better? Was Darius Rush better?
That's kind of up for debate, right? But
I guess I'll let Brett Veach decide. They're
right. Well, no, it's just that's a classic Brett Veach pickup, right?
Right.
Like it's a guy that kind of fell in the draft, to be honest, and then on top of that has all the athletic ability in the world, and someone lets him go, he's going to snag him up real quick. He loves that upside on players, which is why I thought it was weird that he did let Hallisey walk, because I feel like he had a lot of upside. But once again, we don't get to evaluate these players inside and out like these coaches do.
Right.
We only
they know everything.
We only see what we see, what bit of camp footage we get to watch, and in the preseason. That's pretty much it. But they see all aspects of it. As far as I can tell, Khalif was a good kid as well. I think he fit in well with everybody. He was super respectful on Twitter today. I actually reposted that where he was saying that Kansas City was nothing but class and he loves them and no hard feelings whatsoever. So what are you making faces about?
I'm just making faces. I just seen Ty put up a message that said, we're at 236 likes.
Heck yeah, baby.
How did that happen that
Matthew,
quick?
I
I mean, there's
haven't hit it
290
yet.
watching. Thanks,
Right.
everybody, for hitting it. I mean,
Yeah.
let's see what happens when we
That's
hit the...
That's a large percentage there, right? Like that's the best viewer to like ratio we've had in a while.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, much appreciated.
Also,
That means 2 posters need to be given away.
Right, 2 posters will
So
be
I'm just
given
going to
away.
go ahead and tell everybody, put hashtag poster in the chat if you want to be eligible to win a signed poster tonight, because we're going to give some away.
Hashtag poster, and that will make you eligible all night. Cindy with the 5 gifted. Thanks, Cindy. Cindy throws out 5 gifted. Chief Kelsey, Josh Zimbauer, Eric Olson gifted memberships, Kitten Videos, and Tyrone Christie. So appreciate all you guys.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Much appreciated.
Throw some legendaries for Cindy out there. Appreciate that, Cindy.
Also, we got the 2 bomb from Steve-O. What's up,
Steve-O?
Steve-O? Good to see you, my man. He says ACU best podcast from the Red Sea to the Bluegrass, from the Bluegrass to the Red Sea. This is the Kingdom's podcast.
From the Bluegrass to that ass. Oh, that's going to be the new intro.
From the Bluegrass to that ass.
To that ass. We got a 10 bomb from Scott, a super sticker. Scott, our boy
Appreciate you, Scott,
coming in strong today. Scott, is that your dog in the picture? If so, I want to know a name. It's a cute dog.
Yeah, definitely appreciate the support, guys. So yeah, legendaries in the chat for Scott and Steve-O and Eric Olson here
with the 2 bomb, baby. He says can't figure out how to re-up membership from here.
Just go to join.allchiefedup.com will take you to that page, or you can go to our just our actual YouTube homepage has a join button as well.
Right. And I'm sure Nightbot will harass you with it all night long. So just keep an eye out for old Nightbot. He's doing the Lord's work out there. Nightbot, we have to let Nightbot go at it, because Nightbot, I don't have enough patience to do what Nightbot does. He's also just a robot. So I guess that's why. Brenda is now a member for 3 months. Hey, Brenda, we appreciate you, Brenda. Obviously. And she says they let Matt Dickerson go.
Heck yeah, baby.
Did they let him go? Are you saying they let him go off the team, or did they make him the guy that's booted off the practice squad? Because they got to cut somebody from that. And we've been prepping for this for the last hour.
That was the most, of course, we've talked about they cut Kennard, they cut Hallisey. The most confusing thing of the entire 53-man initial was Matt Dickerson on it.
How does Matt Dickerson, he has the worst, look, last preseason, Steve, I even said that Matt Dickerson kid's flashing a little bit. Right. This preseason, Matt Dickerson, horrible preseason, by the way. And then he's going to make the last guy. He's hanging on by a thread, and then he goes to the practice squad. And then now, according to Brenda, he may or may not be gone, which means he goes from the last hanging thread to falling completely off the practice squad.
I mean, that was the most mind-boggling thing.
Life comes at you fast.
The initial 53 was the most confusing. We complained about Khalif Halsey. We complained about Darian Kennard. We wondered why they took 6 linebackers. But the most confusing thing was Matt Dickerson's on the roster. No, I don't want to throw shade at the guy, because we actually liked him as a prospect, but it just wasn't working out, man. It was time for him to go.
Matt Dickerson. He's out. Maybe. Oh, Brenda says he was let go off the practice squad. So that's who. I was going to ask you who was that last one you were going to say, and I was actually going to say Dickerson's probably it.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Hey,
Cole in the house.
Cole, we definitely got pizza on Saturday, man. We got a big, nice New York style pizza from this place called Little Charlie's here in town. Freaking awesome. And I appreciate you for that, because it was really delicious.
Yeah, it was nice. We had a cheers. We lit a candle for Cole.
We poured a little bit of our drink out on the floor for you.
Yeah, it was like one for my homie. It just that's what happened to the other part of this Diet Mountain too. It's gone. Thanks, Cole. Yeah, man. So we appreciate that.
Hey, well, while Cole's here though, just to mention something. So I feel like Cole's 53-man roster was very similar to what we had, pretty almost spot on.
Yeah, we were on the same wavelength.
I haven't got to see any reactions, Cole. I'd be interested to know what you thought about them letting Halsey walk, because I think that's a silly one. Thankfully, Kennard fell to the practice squad, because I didn't think that was going to happen either.
I think Cole had Kennard on the team with us.
I think the only difference, I can't say for sure because I can't memorize everything, but when I watched Cole's 53-man video, I think the only thing that was different from mine and yours, Mike, was he had Jack Cochran on.
Yeah, he took 5
and
linebackers. We took 4.
We had opted to put Kando on there.
Which By the way, we were a little drunk on pizza.
It wasn't even that.
Steve, what were you doing putting Kano on?
The reason why Kano was on there because I know that the Chiefs are so hard-headed they refuse to give up on these guys.
Right,
Look
and
at Lucas
they
Yang.
proved it.
Yeah, I actually put that on X earlier. I was like, the Joshua Kano experiment's finally over, so they can exhaust all efforts on the Lucas Yang project. Like they don't latch onto these guys and won't let them go. So I just kind of figured, I thought he might be there
for sure. Be sure to put hashtag poster in the chat. I know I'm showing you hashtag candle for Cole, which would have been even more funny, by the way. But hashtag poster, get yourself a nice little poster. Cole said, I had Kennard on the 53, as well as Hallisey.
Yeah, the Hallisey one is just the biggest head scratcher to me as far as obviously Matt Dickerson on the roster was the craziest, but Hallisey off sucked because you knew he was going to get swiped up. It's like there was no chance for this guy to go to the practice squad.
Right. I think the one thing, honestly, that was kind of weird is so far no crazy IR designations. We all kind of thought there could have been a bunch. But yeah, the fact that Niang survived and then Cam Jones comes out of nowhere to survive, which I'm happy about Cam Jones. Let that boy stay. He's good, man. Good.
Yeah, Cole, no Bichelle is kind of odd. We were talking about that like when we first got on here tonight. Mike tends to think that he's not going to be a Chief anymore.
I think he's out. Colsifer.
Who do you think might take a shot on Bichelle? Like I said, New England, but they actually Zappy and Cunningham both cleared waivers and went to their practice squad.
But they're still just rolling with one quarterback.
I'm confused at what they're doing. But do you think that could be a target of theirs?
And Mac Jones, by the way,
I don't feel like Bichelle plays that style of ball. Though I feel like he's a little bit more of a loose cannon than Bill Belichick would want around. He tends to go with the losers like Mac Jones.
Oh yeah, dude, I don't know what they're gonna do with that.
I wonder where. Like, is there anybody else out there that might be looking for a quarterback?
I don't know. There's a lot of teams that need a quarterback, but
Arizona,
like
we've talked about them before.
Yeah, Chief KT with a 2-bomb. He said Veach said we moved on from Shane. We've seen some of that. We plan on talking about that on a video tomorrow, but it was cryptic, wasn't it? Sorry, I didn't mean to put that comment down. I was just clicked the wrong button twice. But yeah, I don't know. It was a very cryptic. Brett Veach was speaking in riddle today a lot.
Don't he usually though?
Yeah, he was speaking in rhyme and riddle. He was like, "In good time, we will sign Chris Jones."
Sounds like out there.
Yeah, he was like tomorrow or whatever through broken bones, and I was like, "What are you talking about? Why are you rhyming everything?" I just wanted to get on there and ask him a question. He wouldn't let me in. I tried to hack his live stream.
Cole says the Broncos need a quarterback. That's a possibility.
Yeah, the Broncos do need a quarterback. Hey,
they need a starting QB.
The Broncos shouldn't have dropped DiNucci. Ben DiNucci, baby. When they dropped Ben DiNucci, I had to comment on Adam Schefter. No, it was Schefter, not the fake, not Schefter. It was Schefter. It was the real one, and I was like, what a sad day when Ben DiNucci gets dropped. Like
DiNucci.
When DiNucci's out, all hell has happened. And that's the way it was. So shout out Ben DiNucci. Shout out Chief KT. I'll leave some catch-ups for Chief KT.
And shout out Eric Olson with a 2-bomb.
Eric's back in with a 2-bomb. He said Veach said he hopes CJ deal's done by week 1. Yeah.
I wish they'd just get that freaking thing wrapped up already.
Me and Steve are going to go through. Yeah, me too. Me and Steve are going to go through as soon as we're done here. We're going to go through that the Veach thing. We're going to pull out some clips. We're going to try to decipher his riddles. And we're going to try to do our best and try to deliver a video tomorrow to you guys and try to give you our perspective on what we think he was going for. I think that's what we're going to do because, yeah, when we hear from Veach, it's nice to finally have heard from Veach. I thought the guy went on vacation forever and he was just not coming back. But it's glad to see that he's back.
Had he even talked during training camp? I know he's in hiding for the longest, but did he ever come out or is this the first sighting?
He's like Bigfoot, man. You get a glimpse of him here and there, and you're like, was that him? And it's like, I don't know. It's just, I think it might be the first time he's talked in a while, though, for real.
Yeah, but we're going to be recording a video podcast for tomorrow, guys. So be sure to keep an eye out for that. And we're going to talk more about Brett Veach, what he had to say, and the Chris Jones situation. So catch that tomorrow.
Yeah, Chris
And
Jones was also
we'll get in depth on all that.
Yeah, Chris Jones was also tweeting out more cryptic stuff again today. Him sitting on the sideline in the Chiefs uniform. I mean, what in the world?
Chris Jones being Chris Jones, man.
Chris just being Chris Jones. Don in the house. Don looks like a Lions fan. He says, "Let CJ hold out just for 1 week." Don, you can. We'll let CJ hold out a week. What happens if the Chiefs beat the Lions without CJ though? Didn't you guys say, "Daggone it, we're not making the playoffs"? No. To be honest, I think it's going to be a shootout. Even if Chris Jones plays, I'll say if Chris Jones does not report by Sunday and start practicing, he ain't going to play. He's not going to go out and play. He's not going to show up Wednesday and play Sunday. I just don't see that. Again, he knows the playbook, obviously. He could probably play a limited snap count, but I don't know.
Hey, Mike, we have the legend himself, Pops, in the house with the 5 gifted memberships.
Is it? What?
Heck yeah, baby.
What's going on?
Pops is out on vacation. Pops is in Navarre Beach, Florida right now.
Yeah, he is. Pops.
Chilling,
Pops
relaxing. Gifted memberships.
Yeah, he gifted Scott a membership, Richie King, Plain Rock, Aaron Sanders, and he gifts Cole from How About Those Chiefs. Cole is now a member. Thanks to Pops. Pops. I guess Cole will buy you a pizza next, Pops. Who knows?
Your dad a pizza, Cole. No, I'm just kidding.
No. Yeah, man. Pops is like having a good time up there. I've got his dog, by the way.
Hold him hostage.
Pops, the little pup. Kayla loves the pup. I love the pup. The whole family loves the pup. I don't know if you're getting it back. I mean, I'm just going to say
cool. He was over here hanging out for a while too, Pops, just so you know. Someone's going to steal Liz's dog.
What? He's like a half Pomeranian, half Chihuahua. He's a Pomchi, and he's got the color. He's got a gray color. It's the prettiest dog I've ever seen, I think. But yeah, if I can get a picture, I'll pop it up for you guys. I know Julia's not in the house. She would have loved to have seen it.
Julia Gulia?
I haven't seen Julia tonight.
Yep. Yeah. Hey, Mike, let's give a poster away. Hashtag poster right now if you want to be eligible to win this thing, because Nightbot's going to pick one randomly for you guys. And if you get picked, if Nightbot picks you to win a poster, what you're going to do is email allchiefedup@gmail.com and give us a shipping address, and we're going to send you a signed poster in the mail.
For sure. Let me go to old Nightbot and get him rolling. Okay, Nightbot, we're going to do hashtag poster for old Nightbot and let him pick one. He's going to go through.
Give him like a minute.
Yeah, he's going through and trying to find what's going on. You can make Nightbot pick a random number. You can make Nightbot do all kinds of stuff, dude.
You can do your bidding of any kind.
Yeah, Nightbot, we can probably send Nightbot out and just like punch somebody for us.
I wonder if Nightbot can be swayed. Do you think you can can people like bribe?
Can you bribe Nightbot? Like, here, Nightbot, here's some WD-40. What are you doing? Hey, while everybody's putting hashtag poster, Steve, you brought up the RAS score of Darius Rush, and I have stumbled across that bad boy.
Yeah, I mean, monster RAS score. Great
9.81. But it's his size. Look at that. 6'2", 198. He scores at a
9.6 vertical in the broad jump, but I mean, even the 40 and everything, 4.36 40, dude. Can't beat that.
That doesn't play out. And this is why sometimes the RAS gets a little bit, people's like the RAS is a little wrong. Because essentially your vertical and broad jump is testing your twitchiness and your explosiveness. And if you have low numbers here, you're not supposed to have high numbers here. But he has great numbers across the board and not very explosive on vertical and broad jump. Wonder what's happening. He must have bad Achilles. He's a little weak in the knee. I don't know what's going on with this guy.
I don't know, but I do like that. I like that pickup there. I do like it. It's very classic Brett Veach. So saw that today. It was like a little bit of a consolation for the Khalif sadness that I experienced. I don't know if y'all caught our video that we dropped today. When we talked about it, we played a little sad music and had a tear rolling down my face. Because that's how I felt. But then I saw that and I'm like, okay, I see where he's going with this. But
right. Don's still here. Hey, Don, it doesn't matter if you're a Detroit Lions fan. Hit that sub button for us, too. We're trying to get to 20K, Don. We'll take Lions fans. I personally like the Lions. I don't have no qualm with the Lions.
Yeah, they're one of those teams where I don't.
No. Look, the Lions aren't in our division. And to be honest, I don't want to offend you by this, but the Lions are one of those teams that's kind of like the Chiefs for the longest time. I mean, I think they were worse somehow. But, yeah, it's just one of those franchises that struggle, and I've always wanted them to do well. And I liked watching Megatron. I loved Barry Sanders. So yeah, Don. Stick around. But who's our number one, Steve? Kadarius or Sky?
Kadarius for now.
I'm going to surprise you.
For MVS, probably.
I'm going to say MVS could possibly get there.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I don't think Sky Moore I don't know, though. I do think Sky could be the most productive. Possibly. We'll see how it goes.
We'll see. Yogi with a 10 bomb, baby.
Yogi
is in the house.
Heck
he
yeah,
said,
baby.
You think with all the linebackers they kept, we're going to see more 3-4 fronts. I wouldn't be surprised, 3-4s. You're going to see that 3-3-5 stack a lot that we've seen a little bit. Dude, that stack was looking nasty.
I'm excited about that. I'm excited
with Leo
about that.
and Willie coming off the edge, that stack looked nasty. But I'm going to tell you, Jack Cochran can come off the edge. He's not as fast, but he can do it. And then Cam Jones, he's a middle linebacker, but to be honest, I think Cam Jones is twitchy enough that he can do it as well.
Leo and Willie Gay coming off the edge is very intriguing.
You may see some 4 linebacker sets, some 5 linebacker sets even. Who knows what Spags is coming up with? Spags is digging into his nasty book of tricks.
Hey.
And it's not even September yet.
Put some legendaries in the chat for Yogi with the 10
Legendary.
bomb. Appreciate Yogi, you the man.
Yogi, if you're driving out there. Oh, what? Dad, come on now. He says you ain't keeping her dog. I know. Dude, I tell you, though, he's a good boy. I tell you what he did do, though. He peed on my bed.
Did he really?
3 times in one night. But that was just his first night here. I think he was a little, scared.
Because he wasn't who was
home.
boss, man.
Yeah, I think so. But then no accident since. Now. No accident since. He's been a good boy. He's peeing on his puppy pad. We've got him trained to the puppy pad. I can now let him. He sits and he gives me paw. He does that on command. And I can get him to not run out the door by just saying sit, and he'll instantly fall, and I'll just keep the door open. He just watches me. So maybe Liz will have a good
Mike
time.
the dog whisperer. How about you have Nightbot give a winner for the poster?
Let's do it. Come on, Nightbot. Let's go, baby. Here we go. Roll it. Nightbot picks somebody. Uh-oh. They pick our boy.
Lewis Cutbirth.
Lewis
yeah.
gets one.
Hey, and you know what, Lewis? Just for you, I'm going to see if Chris Jones will sign that poster too. And we'll get it shipped out to you.
Maybe Rasheed Rice. Nightbot highlighted the post and said, Lewis Cuthbert should win this. And then it showed his last message and it said, if Rice can stop dropping passes. So, Lewis, congrats, my man.
Hey, speaking of that, let's touch on that for a second. I think a lot of you guys can breathe a little easy if you're worried about Rasheed Rice dropping the ball. I don't think it's going to be like a thing. You're going to see a drop from time to time. I mean, he's a rookie. There's that. He had an 8% drop rate in college, so it's not like he was perfect in college. But I mean, I don't think it's going to be an issue.
Do you think maybe that he was just so wide open, and he was like, "Daggone it, I'm
man." There's a lot of things that play. A lot of things play into that. A lot of things play into the way he played that. That one drop when he was wide open. It's not easy to catch a ball in the breadbasket right over your head. It's hard to judge that. I think he didn't set himself up correctly. It's like little things. So I'm not too worried about it. But there were some very bad drops.
Orion Guided says, am I the only one that gets commercial during the live streams? No, you may get a commercial here and there.
Are they doing ads now?
They do ads during lives now. It's just something they do, and we can't really afford to not do ads during lives because we're kind of poor. So if we want to continue to do this, we kind of have to have that. So sorry. I'm sorry.
Hope it was a good ad for you.
Hope it was a great ad, by the way.
Something you really needed.
Let's see what Cobra Kai's in the house. He says, Mike and Steve, can we do a little fun poll on if Chris Jones will be at the first practice Sunday or back before the first game? Let's do it. Let's have a little poll on Chris Jones.
What's the poll?
Christopher Jones, if he'll be back by the first practice Sunday to play in the first game. I think if he's not back by the first practice Sunday, he's out. So the poll can say, will Chris Jones be here by Sunday? And boy, that's not giving him much time. What's that giving him? Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So he's got about 3.
Well, we're going to talk about this in the video for tomorrow. Yes. So I don't want to get too far into it, but,
Yeah, I'm not. We'll see. Josh Zimbauer, member for 2 months. Appreciate you, Josh. He says we could see December levels of defense week 1. We've got a lot of returning players. I hope so. It takes Spags defenses a long time to get rolling.
Yeah, and if they're going to have new wrinkles this year too, it could take a little longer.
If Chris Jones isn't there though, we ain't going to see December levels.
No.
We can just about pack that up. We can actually just go ahead and pop that in the stocking. December level coal. A little coal. Not coal from How About the Chiefs, just some coal in the stocking. That's what we'll get with that one. JR become a new member. JR, we appreciate you, brother. That's what I'm talking about. That helps keeps the lights on in the all chiefed up universe. That helps us pumping out content, and we appreciate you, brother. That's what I'm talking
Pops
about.
mentions Terrell Owens had stone hands at one time. Jamar Chase had that terrible preseason his rookie year.
Dude, Jamar Chase, they were talking about how he was a bust.
Yeah, they were going off on him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not uncommon for this to happen to young guys. It'll be all right. He'll be fine.
Yep. I'm curious. It seemed like to me the first few catches Tyreek Hill had a shot at in KC, he kind of just flubbed him up a little bit too.
Tyreek Hill let so many balls bounce off of his chest.
Well, I'm not 100% positive about that, so I don't want to accuse him of it, but I'm almost positive, like in my little brain, my little pea brain, the first few times Tyreek got it thrown to him, he dropped a few of those. I don't know how many, it seems. And people remember the drops more than they remember the catches, right? So you can drop 2, you can catch 300,
Right,
you're going to remember those 2. Let's give away another poster.
That's what I was going to say. We got 274 likes, I believe, right now. Hit that like button if you have not. And when we get to 300, we'll give away an additional poster. So every 100 likes, we're going to give a poster away. If you want to be eligible to win those, hashtag poster in the chat ASAP if you haven't done it.
Nightbot has come up with a new name.
Josh Zimbauer.
Josh, our boy Josh, just became a member for the second straight month, and now he's got a poster coming his way. Look at Nightbot. Everybody putting hashtag poster. Keep it coming, baby, because we're going to give another one away in 18 likes, and that'll fly by. Hey, by the way, if you guys know any Chief fans that is not on here, any Chief fans that love to hear Chief content, send them our way. Share this bad boy. Tell them that, tell them what's up.
Yeah, we're trying to grow this bad boy.
Tell them there's two idiots that, like to sit around and talk Chiefs football. I don't know. I mean, it's a selling point,
Speak
right?
for yourself. There's one idiot. No, I'm just kidding.
And I feel bad for Steve. I feel bad for him.
No,
Hey,
but
man.
for real, yeah, we're trying to grow this thing, man. And it's prime time to do so. Season's getting ready to kick off. You guys set a goal of 20,000 subscribers by the end of the season that me and Mike bravely took on, even though that's going to be some work. But we're closing in on 12K right now, Mike. Like, we're getting there slowly but surely. It's been
we're moving on 12.
This last month has been one of the slowest months of all Chiefed Up.
A little bit, but I think people's coming back. I think people's coming back to football. Dude, when that first game kicks off Thursday night, Steve, and we get to watch the Chiefs beat the Lions. Sorry, Dun. When we beat them Lions, we hang that banner. We're going to be on here after the game, and we're going to be giving instant reactions. We're all going to come together, and we're going to party a little bit, and then it's just going to be a ball rolling downhill from there.
Downhill from there, baby.
Hey, and if we get beat by the Lions miraculously,
we're still going to party. We're not going to
still party, and then we can all get together and hold hands and cry about it a little
We're
bit.
going to cry.
We'll just get together and cry a little bit. That's what we're going to do. Steve-O says we're going for 70K. Steve-O is just...
very ambitious.
He's very ambitious. Steve-O, if Steve-O was our manager, we would either be awesome or we'd be depressed from not meeting the goals 24/7.
Hey, I was actually talking about that when I was watching the Brett Veach whatever you call it earlier. Yeah, I had a moment. Well, when I was watching Brett Veach,
you pulled a Mitch McConnell. Did you see that guy today?
He did it again.
Again for like 45 seconds. I think it's safe to say if you're over the age of 120, we shouldn't be in politics.
No, there should be an age limit on this crap.
Yeah,
but no, I was watching it and I was actually talking to Taja, and I was like, dude, do you think like it's like in real life, like if Brett Veach walks down to the field, do the players and the coaches and everything be like, crap, here comes the freaking manager?
Right.
Do you think? I don't know. Surely not, but maybe.
No, I don't know. We'll see. Scott with the 5 bomb. Scott. He says, Mike, what's on the front of the cap? It is a arrowhead with a kingdom. I'll show you.
So when I bought, did I get you that one? I think I bought him this hat because I'm a cool brother like that.
I'll roll it in the front like this so y'all can't see my eyeballs.
Who got you that beautiful hat?
I think you did, didn't you? For
yeah,
Christmas?
I think I did.
Yeah. It looks so big because the camera angle's above me, so it just makes my head look really tiny. In all reality, my head's ginormous, by the way. When I get a hat, it's got to be like a size 8, or I can't get it over this giant cranium. But I'm telling you, it's so much chief knowledge in here; it just oozes. I don't know what to do about
all that chief knowledge. You have to have a size 8 hat.
Yeah, so we appreciate you, Scott, and I hope you like the hat, brother.
Heck yeah, appreciate you, man. Throw some legendaries in the chat for Scott and all his support tonight. Freaking awesome. Hey, guess what, Mike?
What's up?
We're almost to 300 likes.
We are almost to 300. We need 12 more. We're going to give away one more poster. We've given away so many posters. I've almost ran out of my poster tubes already. I ordered 20 of those.
Hey, we're
25.
generous.
Yeah, I hear you. But yeah, I'm going to wait till tonight's over, and I'm going to go through. I'm going to print out everybody's stuff. I'm going to get all your posters together. Yeah, and I'll get those out soon. I know I've been saying that for like a week now, but I'm sorry. I'm busy, and I just can't get to it. My post office in town only stays open, by the way, from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
What?
3 hours a day.
What kind of crap is it? Is it because of COVID?
Yeah, and the fact that it's just a really tiny town, and everybody's got a PO.
We don't have employees.
Right, they just gotta throw stuff in a PO
work.
box and go on. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, check it out, Ookla the Mock. Am I saying that right?
Name. I like that
Mock,
name.
Mook. I like it. New subscriber, great job, guys. Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you, man. Ookla.
Is that from a game? Mock. Is it like anime? Like, what is this? Is that the thing in the picture? That looks cool. I don't even know what that is. I'm excited now.
It kind of looks like my cat tattoo on my right shoulder.
Hey, Cody in the house. Cody Hartle. He says, I'm a new idiot. I just subscribed. And I love Chiefs football. Thanks, Cody. We appreciate you, brother.
Cody.
Dude, it's good to have new people, by the way. We love our old people. ACU crew, one of the smart little group, by the way. They were picking, there was somebody in the chat actually took, who was it? Jan. We were talking about it yesterday, or was it Brenda?
It was
one of
Jan.
the two. I think it was Jan. Jan Fry Gable. She picks Cam Jones on the 53. Look at
Called
her.
it.
Look at her. Smart as a tack.
No, but all of our members, we appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome.
For sure.
Always make this a fun time. So yeah, welcome to the crew, Cody. If you want to take it up a notch, you can always join. Hit that join button, or if you hang out in here and there's some generous people, you might give them
away. Just make sure you click it and turn on your gifting, man.
Then you can get those cool emojis and throw some ketchup in the chat.
Yeah, then we throw some ketchups. That's how we do it. Yeah. Oh, T-Bone says, y'all gents help us stay informed.
We try.
You know, yeah, we try, man. I wish we could do more and more and more. I mean, it feels like we do a lot anyway. But from our point of view, we're just like avid Chiefsters. Like, I could probably do this 24 hours a day. I mean,
well, that's the thing. If we were doing this full time, we would have a lot of content. A lot.
Right.
Because
we still put out a lot of content.
We're working everything else, and we're still just grinding. So we'd probably get to sleep a little bit more.
Yeah. Lewis says we're his favorite channel.
Appreciate you, Lewis.
Thanks, Lewis. Appreciate you.
Even though sometimes the chat gangs up on you and says that you're being negative, Lewis, we still love you around here.
Lewis has just been hard on Chris Jones, and rightfully so, man. Chris Jones showing his butt lately. I don't know what he's doing, but they'll figure it out. From what Veach said, and again, we'll go into it more in the video, but from what I could tell, Veach is acting like communication's still open. So, I mean, that's a positive. That's all we can ask for. Right. I don't know anything about, Oh, wait, John Usher. He says, the wife and I are thinking about moving to Indiana next year. Okay, Indiana, I don't know about it. Just come on down to Kentucky. It's a little better. What part of Indiana? I'm curious, John. But yeah, Indiana's not too bad. I mean,
stopped and paused. You paused like he was going to say it to you.
I know.
Indianapolis.
Like I was talking to Johnson. Indianapolis. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you'll still be Chief fans. We're rolling from the great state of the KY.
Hey, Scott, we appreciate your support, my man. You've been awesome lately. And that's why we do this thing. We just grind it out, put out as much content as we can. And if we can help you get through work, heck yeah, man. That's the point. I used to do this, so way back before we started our podcast, I would do the same thing. Like, I'd be at work and I'd pop an earbud in and I'd listen to whoever. Sometimes I'd listen to Ryan Tracy from RGR, and sometimes I'd be listening to some other podcasts. But that's how I got through the day.
Don. Appreciate you, brother. He says probably the best channel from the AFC West. Appreciate you.
Heck yeah, man.
There's a lot of people throwing out some stuff.
Don's got to be excited, though, right? Because the Lions are on the up and up. They had a good young team.
Right. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up with chat. Rico, numbers may not show it, but I think y'all the #1 Chiefs podcast. We appreciate you, brother.
Thanks, Rico. Appreciate the support, my man. Numbers are good though. We do well. We got
our actual podcast. Okay, so like we started doing YouTube, but we started doing, just doing regular podcasts, like, the old boring, just turn it on in your car kind of thing without seeing us. Those
which
numbers
might be a better option.
Right, might be a better option with our two ugly mugs. But I will say, our okay, so it's harder. YouTube's got look, I hate YouTube. The algorithm sucks half the time, but it is a little bit better than going to like random algorithms on like Spotify.
It's the best algorithm. But
I will tell you this, Spotify and stuff, we've done very well over there, and we didn't think we were going to. Like, we were in the top 0.8% of most shared podcasts last year. How's that a stat? I didn't even know. People were listening to us from Israel. I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of Chiefs fans out there just craving some content, man. And there's a lot of Chiefs podcasts out there, but and I ain't throwing shade at any of them, but we try to make it fun, not just spit a bunch of stats down your throat.
Hey man, I like informative stuff here and there.
Yeah,
but sometimes I just want to be dumb. Well,
most of the time.
I want Brett Veach to get on there and have a comedy hour. I'd watch it. Like, can you imagine Brett Veach doing stand-up for an hour? It would be horrible.
Hey, guess what, Mike? We got 300 likes, so Nightbot needs to be giving away another poster. But we're going to give you 1 minute to put #poster in the chat before we run the winner. So if you haven't done that yet, make sure to do that. HG Chiefs fan with the 5 bomb.
And we got
What's
a 5
man?
bomb. He said, ordered the ACU premium hoodie, got the package today, but instead of the ACU, it said, "Can a man wear it?" I immediately thought this one isn't. What?
I don't know what this means.
What does this mean? Is this real? Like, did they send you the wrong thing?
But instead of the ACU, it said, "Can a man wear it?"
No. Hey, it's out of our hands. Like, our printing gets done by, who is it? Printify? Shopify?
No, Teespring.
Teespring. Hey, if Teespring did that, please send it back.
Or you can wear your "Can a man wear it" hoodie. Is that a true story? That's crazy. I've never heard of that before.
I've never heard of that either. Did you got hacked? You got merch hacked.
You got punked.
Oh, he says, yeah, they sent a different hoodie.
Well, that's crazy.
And that's kind of sucks.
Yeah, get in touch with customer service, man. Get that taken care of. And if you can't get that resolved, let us know. We'll make sure you get your hoodie, man.
Yeah. If they don't do it, we'll figure out a way. We'll send you one. But yeah, that kind of sucks. I've never heard of that happening before, dude.
Yeah, no kidding.
Lawrence said, is this game going to be televised or does it require subscription and streaming capabilities? When it comes to the Lions game, who is going to show that? Is it going to be on NBC?
I would say it's going to be a nationally televised game, right? It's a Thursday night game.
It's the kickoff.
Yeah.
So it's going to be nationally televised. I don't think you have to have a subscription service. Would it surprise anyone if
Wait
it
a second.
gets to that point?
Thursday games, though.
Should be Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon took over Thursday games. So it should
Amazon
be on Amazon.
may run it.
So you'll need Amazon Prime or something like that, probably.
You don't think they'll just air it on NBC, though?
I don't think they can.
Kickoff? Huh.
I think NBC owns the rights to Thursday nights.
Could be Amazon Prime.
I don't know. We'll see.
So, yeah, I don't know.
A lot of people saying NBC. So maybe it will be NBC.
Yeah, NBC could be showing it, and then Prime kicks off later in the year. Why would they? Yeah, I don't think they'd want the opening kickoff game to be subscription only. But, dude, it wouldn't surprise me if they don't get to that point anyway.
Yeah, I kind of have
the
a feeling
NFL is about the most money-hungry.
I wouldn't be surprised if they don't start going pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah, they'll make it like MMA or something.
Could you imagine? I could see the Super Bowl going pay-per-view
or something.
Pay-per-view, like you're watching a UFC or something. I could see that.
Right. Sorry, T-Bone threw up something. I'm trying to find it. T-Bone said, "Do you know anything about Darius Rush?" Yeah, man, he was from South Carolina. I cannot remember where he was at on my big board because this was back in.
He's decent.
Yeah, he was pretty good. Was it last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was last year. I think I had him as like a 4th to 6th round pick. I'm not for sure where he actually went. Athleticism and size off the charts. He has flashes.
Rush was a 5th round pick, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, and out of South Carolina, so he played SEC. He played against good competition. He was okay. When he was bad, he was bad. When he was good, he was good. He was that guy that flashed. His stock started falling towards the draft, and he ended up falling to the 5th. But there was a time that I'm pretty sure Darius Rush was talked about being drafted in the 2nd and 3rd round. So
he
got
was
all the potential in
projected.
the world.
NFL had him projected at round 3 or 4. He actually
Right.
fell to the 5th. But if you go back to when he was in the draft, he was the 15th ranked cornerback overall
Right.
in the
So not
2023
bad.
draft.
And the fact that we now get to just put him right on our 53 man.
Classic Rhett Veach, man. He went out and found a guy that like maybe fell a little bit below his potential. So it means the ceiling's a little higher. He's a young guy. He's got him on the rookie contract.
Right.
See how it goes, man. I mean, he runs a 4.36 40. We were talking about that. He can fly.
For sure.
Super athletic. I'll go ahead and read off some of this stuff. This is from NFL analysts. They say that his strengths are possesses NFL caliber size and length, quickly crowds outside release to the boundary, plays to his size when challenging the throw, partitions off the catch area from trail position, attacks deep throws with timing and accuracy, and productive tackler on punt cover team. So they can use him on special teams, which is something that I think is needed. So there's that. They say his weaknesses are struggles to match release due to elongated steps. He gives ground when chasing vertical routes, below average stop-start fluidity. Hip tightness prevents smooth transitions and unable to hang with multiple breaking routes. So, like Mike said, he was really good when he was good.
I mean,
he could be bad
that
when he
sums
was
it up.
bad, so.
That sums it up that he's going to make plays here and there, but if he has to turn his hips and run, he can get beat. If he can keep the play in front of him, he's smart. He's very well spoken, very smart. He wants to dive in. I put up a short today with an interview of him saying what he wants to work on. It's technique and it's diving into the playbook. Smart kid. He's going to be good. I think it's fine. We'll see how it works out. I wanted to bring this one up from Casey just to give Casey a shout out. And he said, I like the two-headed monster type show. You guys do a great job. Much appreciated. Appreciate you, Casey.
Hey, was that you that came to the meet and greet at Zarda? There was a Casey that came in at the end of it, and like that's the only one I could trace it back to on YouTube. I was like, is that the zombie mower?
Right. Could be, because I don't know if we have another Casey in the chat a lot.
So let me know for sure, because that's what I've kind of equated it to. So in my mind, I think I know you, but it's yet to be determined.
Right. Okay. Well, let's let Nightbot give away another poster, shall we?
Let's do it.
We're at 305. So this might be the last poster of the night. I don't think we're going to get to 400. That's 95 more, and it's starting to get late. So this is probably going to be the last poster of the night. Let's roll it. Come on, Nightbot. Oh, he gives it to our boy, Jeremiah de los Muertos.
Nice.
That's who it is. I beat Nightbot saying it.
Yeah, you did. I was waiting. Mike did not let any dramatic effect happen.
No dramatic effect. Hey, man. Jeremiah had posted earlier that he wanted the poster. He got the poster. Look at that. Hey, man, we're giving away posters all the time, though. So, I mean, we're going to be live on Saturday night for the Saturday night tailgate. We're probably next Wednesday night is not even going to be a war room. It's going to be a Wednesday night tailgate. We're going to be tailgating for the Thursday game.
Crazy,
baby.
Dude.
So the war room next week will be a tailgate. In 1 week, the war room will be a tailgate. It's great. We got 2 more tailgates till we kick it off.
Dude, how crazy is it? Like, it was 75 degrees in Kentucky today. It felt freaking amazing outside.
Beautiful.
It's freaking football's getting ready to start. Like, dude, this is the best time of the year.
This weekend, Steve.
Screw college football. Nobody cares about college football. We're talking about the Chiefs, baby.
Come on.
The real football's getting started.
When college football comes back, we know it's close.
Just the best time of the year. Like, hands down. Like, fall is the best time of the year. And not just because I'm basic and I want my pumpkin spice stuff. And, it's not that. It's that football's coming and better weather's coming.
The Chiefs are actually, they're kicking off the season on Thursday, September 7th. That's also supposed to be our first members only, Thursday of the month. So we'll probably do members only. I think we may just make a members only with everybody again, and we'll do it on the 6th.
No, we're going straight members.
Okay, members.
We're not doing 2 in a row.
You win. Okay.
I know they were nice last month, but I want it to be exclusive.
Okay, let's do it. So we'll have to do the members on the 2nd Thursday then. So it'll be on the 14th.
Hey, have a good night, Eric. Thanks for hanging out, my man. Thanks for the dono. We appreciate you, buddy.
Appreciate you.
Man, super pumped that the season's getting ready to get started. I'm excited for this year. Yeah. It's going to be a little bit different look, man. It looks like but the roster's shaping up. It's shaping up. So I'm excited.
something.
If they could just settle this Chris Jones thing, we'll be right back in the groove, baby.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think it's the Chris Jones. The Chris Jones thing's just kind of hanging. It's kind of the dark cloud over our off season, isn't it? And it's like, come on, let's get it together.
Hey, Casey says Alice Cooper and Rob Zombie Saturday night. Are you going to a concert of Rob Zombie and Alice Cooper? Because that's freaking awesome.
No way.
That'd be a rad show.
Dude, speaking of Rob Zombie, Steve, did you know he was playing right up the road from me like last year at a amphitheater, just right in the middle of Iroquois Park? And I went and seen the amphitheater, and it's like pretty sweet. So any ticket would have been nice. You were shaded. I could have watched Rob Zombie with like 1,000 people.
Didn't know.
And I didn't know.
That'd be a great
I
concert.
Totally went.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Who don't want to go watch Rob Zombie kick off Dragula season? I mean, if you're digging through the ditches and burning through the witches, it's time for fall.
Hey, you can't. You're not getting the hat, Kevin. Not yet.
The hat.
If the Chiefs go back to back this year, I'll consider it. That's where we're at.
As a Super Bowl.
That's the closest. And that's the thing is
but we have to be at 20K, right?
But that's progress.
We have to hit our 20K.
We have to be at 20K.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, and that's progress from me just saying no.
That is progress. They've been trying to get him to burn the Jaguar hoodie, and he ain't doing that. So
it's not Jaguar hoodie. Ty says Chris Jones posted a clip today in uniform on media. You guys see it? RGR showed it at 4 p.m. today, trying to find out what media spot Ryan showed. It was just isn't. I'm imagining it's the one that he posted on Twitter, right, where he was just sitting on the sideline in Chief uniform.
It could have been that. Could have been Instagram. Let me check Instagram really quick. I'm right.
We don't know what old Chris is up to. He's been a weird one lately.
Yeah, he's been wild, dude.
I think. You think that his agents?
Yeah, right here. Can you see it? It was on his Instagram story. It looks like to me he's in Vegas, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like what his agents have him up to.
He put it on his Instagram story, his IG story. I don't know, man. Tag on it. Chris,
what?
Get it together, baby. If anybody want a poster tonight, I'm going to throw it in the chat. Just go to allchiefedup@gmail.com.
Don't go there. Just email.
Yeah, don't go there. Just email. That's what I meant. Just send an email to allchiefedup@gmail.com. I put it on the screen right now. Just give us the full name, the address where you want us to send it. If you want us to personalize it or make it out to somebody, let it go. Somebody wanted us to personalize one for their son today. Said he was a big fan. Cool, I'm fine with that. But you got to let us know because we've already signed them. I'll have to go back and personalize it once it's done. But they're signed. They're ready to go. I'm excited to get them out to you guys, man. Steve, you said stewed wrong. Wait, what?
I don't know.
Stewed? Wait, what were you talking about, by the way?
I don't know.
Your favorite, not soup, but stew.
I like a stew instead of a soup.
Garçon, stew, please. More stimulus.
Hey, more porridge, sir.
More stimulus, please. Dude.
Hey,
I'll tell you.
Let's check out the poll. I put up a poll that Ty asked me to put up, and I haven't checked it. Let's check it.
Put up a poll, baby.
Will Chris Jones report by Sunday? Polls ending now, and 56%. Is that what it is? 55% says no, he will not.
We're still a little down on Chris Jones here in the kingdom. Still down a little bit, man. I don't blame you. Oh, he says stewed. I still don't know what you said. I'm having a time right now trying to decipher Gary. Oh,
Gary's been smoking with Chris Jones.
Water said at least somebody's signing something. Yep. If the posters were only a Christian, I'm going to fake Chris Jones's name on a contract and get him in here.
Sir, you signed it last night. I don't know what you're thinking, but
I mean, I used to be a master of like forging Pop's autograph so I could get out of stuff at school and things.
Wrote a check or two in his name. No,
no, not like that. I wasn't pulling no Casey Anthony stuff, but when you got to write sentences or you had to get them signed, it said, "I will not talk today" for the 3,000th time, and then Dad had to sign it to make sure he was in trouble.
Better late than never, my man. Good to see you. Hope you're doing all right tonight. So let's go back to the practice squad just a little bit. I want to know, like, well, I guess what's most surprising to you guys? Throw it in the chat. Is it that Shane Buechele is done? Probably. Is it surprising to you that Darren Kennard actually went through waivers? Because that one kind of got me, which I'm happy about. What is it? What surprises you the most about how this has all played out so far? Just throw that in the chat. I'd be interested to see what you guys think. Mike, what about you?
Dude, I got a bunch of surprises. For one, I thought P. Ryan played his way on this roster. And I still think it's weird that Brett Veach and Andy Reid decided to just go 3, with 2 of them being pretty injury prone. And the third one coming off of 2 surgeries in the offseason. Congrats. But, I mean, I guess they can always call up from the practice squad. They know they can always call up. So you've got Prince and P. Ryan.
Hey, T-Bone, you say it's not surprising about Kennard. What's not surprising about Kennard, that he went through waivers? Because that's very surprising to me. I thought for sure the Colts were going to snag him up today.
Yeah, they had a chance, I thought. But, yeah, I thought that was weird. There was no surprise. I think Buechele not making the roster was surprising to me. And then the fact that Buechele is now not going to be on the practice squad, it looks like. And he's just done in KC. Him and his family are big friends with Mahomes. Jeez, I mean, look, they had the SMU connection with Rashee Rice going. Very surprising there. And maybe the Chiefs are doing it for his own good. Maybe they're like, look, if you stay here, you're just going to be buried on the depth chart. We're going to give you a chance to get out there and make something of yourself. But other than that, I'm still kind of surprised Lucas Niang got on. And they took 3 swing tackles. That's kind of weird to me. But fine. I'll let Kennard go to the practice squad. And the reason I say that is because, look, Kennard was a tackle. He didn't do too well. He got kicked down in the guard. He done okay. But he didn't have the versatility that Mike Caliendo did. And I told you when we all started off, Steve, did I not? I said Mike Caliendo could be a possible dark horse. He was one of my 3 or 4 dark horses, along with Cam Jones, who actually got on too. Of course, I didn't go with him at the end because I didn't think they were going to get it, but we had talked about it. But yeah, that's probably the most surprising. And then outside of that, the 6 linebackers. I think 6 is overkill. I thought 5 was plenty.
Right.
But they wanted to get Cam Jones. Maybe they thought Cam Jones wouldn't clear waivers. What are you grumping about over there? Are you reading and grumping?
Who?
You. It looks like you're just so angry right now reading stuff.
Oh, no, I was reading, but I'm not angry.
You just look so angry. You're like, daggone it.
I'll tell you what's probably one of them that we've mentioned it a lot, actually, but one we haven't talked about in 5 minutes. Lucas Niang. Like, when are they going to let this dude, when are they going to let it go? Because, I mean, if you go back and watch tape, you could watch tape from the preseason, and you can see players like Halsey and LaMichael P. Ryan making their way onto this roster, and then they still didn't get picked for the 53-man. You could actively see Lucas Niang playing his way off of it.
Right.
And he's still...
I mean, he had a few good blocks here, and then he had a bunch of mistakes there. To be honest, I thought Prince Tega outplayed him throughout the entire preseason. So, for me, you drafted Wanye to be a swing tackle. You're not cutting him. He's a 3rd-round pick. He didn't look all that bad. He's your new project. You didn't need Lucas Niang. We don't need 3 swing tackles. It's weird to me. I don't get it. Like, to me, I thought you could have used a swing guard, which was Kennard. And Chief Kelsey makes a good point. Opening day roster isn't done yet. They've got inactives. They've got this and that. It's not completely finished. So, but I mean, I just don't see anything big happening between now and then. I really don't. But yeah, I don't know, man. Not a big fan of the Niang thing, but guess what? We've been here before, and it could have been worse. We could have had to endure Boodle too, I guess.
HT Chiefs fan says it's Nightbot's a slap nuts.
Is he?
Are you mad at him because he didn't give you a poster?
I tried to slow Nightbot down a little bit so he wouldn't just harass everybody.
He's fine.
He still harasses people a little bit.
Y'all be nice to Nightbot. He's doing the Lord's work.
He's doing the Lord's work, guys. We don't even pay him to do this. He's just here. He's just here out of the goodness of his heart.
How many of you guys got to watch our video today? Did you guys watch our video podcast that released earlier today at I want to say it released at noon Central Time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let us know what you thought of that.
What did we talk about today? We just talked about the roster, right? We just
kind of our initial thoughts. Like, after we had a minute, like you saw us live last night. If you saw us live last night, you got like instant reactions, like, "What the hell is this?" You know, like we were seeing it came in, but then we had a minute to reflect and talk about it. Yeah. So I mean, if you didn't get to catch that, had some good stuff in there. And like Mike said, we're going to be recording our podcast for tomorrow, right after this, actually. So we'll be talking about Chris Jones and Mr. Brett Veach talking to the media today. So we'll dive into that kind of stuff. So
yeah, we're gonna try to decipher Brett's riddles, Veach's riddles, bro. He's just out here just telling us weird things. I feel like he thinks he's talking and telling us a lot of stuff. Look at him down here in the corner, just looking at Andy like, "How do you not get my riddle?" I don't know, because we don't speak Yoda, bro. Calm down.
Heck yeah. I see where you guys said you watched the video, and Jeremiah, you said you listen on Spotify. Appreciate you guys, for real. Like when we put out videos, I mean, that helps us more than anything is if you guys click that thing and watch it.
Right.
So just consistently doing that. If we can consistently put out content and you guys consistently consume it, YouTube's going to help us grow a little bit. So it'll help us get to that 20K that you guys think we can get to. That's for sure. Jeff Moore says, Kennard sucks. He hasn't shown anything against anyone's. Dude only ever plays against 2s and 3s. Well, I'll tell you why. Hey, they've not put him in the game to play against one. So good evaluation there, Jeff Moore.
Jeff said something similar to this today, and I just was like, Jeff, come on now. It's rude. It's just rude. Don't talk about Kennard like this.
So
yeah, I mean, I just don't think he's got the chance to play with the ones.
Have you ever seen him play against the ones?
No, obviously.
Exactly.
Against the 2s.
So what are we talking about here?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's fine. Okay, look, if you want to admit that he's not a tackle, I'll give you that. But I think for guard, he did it. I mean, he was fine.
Here's the problem. So at right tackle, he was excellent. But that system,
run heavy offense.
It's a run heavy offense. Brett Veach even said that after he drafted him, he said, "Hey, Darian's not where we want him to be as far as tackle goes because he's not used to a pass heavy offense. Darian's not the fastest guy in the world. Like, so, I mean, he's probably having trouble adjusting over there, but moving him into guard, that's a good move. That kicking him into the guard is a good move. And I would say that Kennard right now, even if with his, no Chiefs players have said anything positive about him. What do you mean? Have they been saying they don't like him? Like, they're not going to just come out of the blue and be like, "Hey, you know that guy Darian Kennard? We like him." That's not how that works. But yeah, kicking him in the guard's very smart. He plays a lot like Trey Smith. He had that nasty attitude in college, like finishes plays, just very aggressive. I think he'll be going to be a good guard. I do. Got to give it some time. It's a bit of an adjustment for him. He even said right here on the show, man, he said the biggest thing to him was he said he sees himself as a tackle, but he's good with guard. If they ask him to play guard, he's going to play guard, right? That's what he said. But he said the biggest thing about being in the NFL was that adjustment going from college to the NFL. There's that learning curve.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just give him some time. Jeff Moore, I mean, they don't talk about any of the other offensive linemen. When's the last time you heard them talk about Lucas Niang or Mike Caliendo or Nick Allegretti or Prince Tagovailoa? There's no Chiefs players just talking about these guys randomly. So that's not anything to judge anything by. And like we said earlier, hasn't really got to play with the one. So it's not like it's hard to evaluate someone playing against ones when they haven't done it. It's just all imagination, right?
Well, this is another kind of a prime example of kind of like, not like Clyde, for example, because Clyde was he was overdrafted. Clyde wasn't a first round pick. He wasn't a first round talent. They just overshot on him. He was probably a third round talent, and people would have been fine with it. But Kennard, he's drafted out of position. We trade up to get him, but it was an extra pick. You know what I mean? That
he actually fell in the draft for not football reasons, actually.
But isn't that okay? So Brett Veach even admitted that he's not from a pass happy offense. He might not be a tackle, so they just kind of drafted a guy.
They knew. I think they knew that he was going to eventually be a guard. I think.
Yeah, but they drafted him in a way that like he's probably going to fail. Like, you know how hard it is to make a roster and then to do it as in you don't even play in a pass-happy offense. You come to that, you're going out of position. It's just one of those things. I think if the Chiefs didn't like him, they wouldn't have wasted a practice squad spot on him. I think they're still going to let him develop a little bit. And I think if he could have played guard he could have probably beat Caliendo. But again, Caliendo's just more versatile.
And he's a kid, man. He's 23 years old. There's just a lot of upside with him, like big time, especially when we're coming up on all these contracts of these guys that are playing guard, Tooney, Trey Smith. It's good to have him in your back pocket for sure.
Yep. Gary's dropping bombs. He says YouTube's not a plus-minus system. Even a dislike is a positive hit for the channel.
That's true. If you don't like us, hit that thumbs down button.
Yeah, trolls. We have one troll. I don't know who it is. They've been going.
We must have made him mad a long time ago.
Dude, they've been going since last offseason, probably sometime around the Washington Commanders game. There's been one guy, maybe two, and it could be a gal, two people. Every single video, they hit thumbs down. They dislike every video. It's like clockwork. Every video's got 2 dislikes within the first hour, and it's always the same 2 people. YouTube doesn't show us who it is, but we have a pretty good idea. It's somebody that subbed to the channel, by the way, or you wouldn't even see the video within the first 10 minutes probably. So they're subbed just to hit dislike, and they act like it hurts us, but it's like, bro, you're watching and you're interacting. Thank you. You've helped us grow. We appreciate you. But yeah,
Thanks
I just thought
support,
that was a funny story. But yeah, man. Christy says finally get you guys live. Hey, Christy. We're live. Where you at? Are you at work? Are you just hanging out on the West Coast? Are you on the East Coast? Who knows? Christy's live though.
The most random line of questioning I've ever heard.
Well, because
what do you like to eat for breakfast, Christy?
Well, I assume if she's finally going to see us live, she either works or she don't see it, or maybe she's just on one of the coasts, so it's either too late, too early. I have a reasoning behind my line of questioning.
Hey, Andrew says that guy's in your head, bro. He's living rent free in Mike's head by hitting that dislike button one time a video.
Well, no, I watch it. I've not checked it for a long time, but just randomly, if I click it, it's got that one dislike, and it cracks me up. Like I actually messaged Steven one day, and I was like, "That same dude is disliking every day." It cracks us up. Like
I love it
because at the end of the day, we got like 400 likes, 1 dislike, and it cracks me up. I'm like, "Who's this 1 dislike guy?" Like it cracks me up, and we have a pretty good idea who it is.
Yeah,
he's not been on here in a long time, but we had a name.
Did we?
If you go back to the time where we released the Commanders video, you'll find out who we think it was.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Right. See, he's not been on here in a long time, and it could not be, so I'm not going to say the name. I'm not going to call him out.
He said we were spreading hate by saying that the Commander should have kept the Redskins name.
Yeah, and we were racist.
He was very upset about that.
He was very upset that we liked the Redskins.
Just to throw it out there, my opinion hasn't changed. He didn't change my mind. They should still be the Redskins. Yeah. It was Lewis Cutbirth. You're the dislike. I'm just kidding.
No, it wasn't. Brando's in the house. I haven't seen Brando in a while.
What's up, Brando?
Brando, what's up?
Hey, Andrew says get Nightbot on the case. He'll tell you who's doing it.
You want me to ask Nightbot who it is? Here, I'm just going to go ask Nightbot who it is, and he's gonna say somebody won something, but you didn't win. This is just who Nightbot thinks is the troll. I'm not gonna look. I'm just gonna say who Nightbot thinks is the troll. Here it comes.
Richie King.
Richie King. Nightbot says
it's not Richie.
Richie. Nightbot says you're the giveaway troll. Dang it, Richie.
Richie's not the troll.
No, Richie's not the troll. Richie's been here since day one. Almost.
Richie's an OG, man. He's been watching
Richie's
videos for a long time.
Richie's the man for real. Steve, I think we're going to give it about what, 5 more minutes, 10 more minutes, maybe.
Yeah, get your questions in if you got any questions, because we're gonna film a whole video for tomorrow. Yep, so that's what we're gonna get to. I'm gonna keep on grinding because I gotta get up early for work. So
and do more work.
Yeah,
Steve's got to work, then sleep, then work.
Work a little bit more after we work. Try to sleep, work, then come home and
get
work.
off and work.
Man, again. I love it. What a life we live.
What a life! Isn't that the life we were supposed to be doing? I mean, come on, come on, baby. Oh, she says I work all day. Then by the time I get home, you guys aren't live anymore. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we've tried to move around times a little bit here and there just to kind of help with that sort of thing, get more people involved. So,
yeah. Wait, Chief KT, he He said, "You see my super chat?"
Did it come in?
Wait, let's go. It didn't alert it. Okay, here it is. Cheesecake T says Jones IG's gotta mean Super Bowl since it's in Vegas, and he'd give us a 2-bomb. So sorry we missed that. It didn't alert us. I guess Nightbot.
I appreciate you, Chief KT.
I'm blaming Nightbot. Why not? Nightbot, that little tro. But yeah, thanks for the 2-bomb. And it says his IG has got to mean Super Bowl. So he was in Vegas then. See, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Dude,
I like it. I like that. I like that thought.
Isn't
there,
it crazy
KT?
though? Just to talk about Chris Jones, we got to like put on our Inspector Gadget hats and our Columbo.
Because he's out here acting ridiculous.
Yeah, he's acting
Like, what's he doing? What's he doing? Christopher Allen Jones.
No, it's Christopher D. It's a D. Deshaun?
Christopher Dang-a-Lang Jones.
Dang-a-lang, get in here. Hey, Chris Jones, come on, bro. Can we just plead it? I'm going to plead to Chris Jones right now. Chris, look at me.
Hey,
look.
Chris Deshaun Jones.
Chris, come on, dude.
Get your ass to work, brother.
Come on, bro. I mean,
Hey,
I don't even know what to say.
Pick up them big nuts, put them in your pants, and get on over here, and let's get this football thing rolling, baby.
Let's get it going. Put some legendaries for Chief KT, by the way. And thanks for the 2-bomb. Sorry we missed it.
Appreciate you, my man.
Gary Holland says, Mike, Steve, do you see the Chiefs O-line top 10 or top 5 this year? If Smith is back fully healthy on the left side and Jawan Taylor can – look, I don't think we'll be top 10 or top 5 either one unless they can get the run blocking set.
That's what I was going to say, man.
That run blocking is
like the
nasty.
bane of their existence. They suck at run blocking.
I think Andy and them just eventually going to go away from the run.
Isn't that what Andy always wants to do?
Right, so now he's got a built-in excuse. It kind of scares me a little bit because Jawan Taylor, man, he graded out horribly in his years with Jacksonville as a run blocker. I'm talking like he was in the 40s and 50s. That's how bad he graded.
Right. Hey, Shaft, what's up, my man? Halsey is not coming back. He's a Brown.
Yeah, he got waived and picked up by the Browns.
Shortly thereafter. He was one of the first ones I saw this morning come off the waivers.
Yeah, and we don't know how many. Okay, look, presumably the Browns stunk last year, so they were one of the early waiver wire teams. So there could have been lots of teams put in. We don't really know.
I mean, like the way he played, dude, I wouldn't be surprised. So,
yeah, I think he showed a lot. He tied for the team lead in tackles in preseason, and a lot of people were like some guys said it in our thing. He was like, "You guys said preseason don't matter, but then you said Kennard and Halsey had a good preseason, so what gives?" Well, yeah, they did have a good preseason, but
that's why we were saying it didn't matter.
Yeah, we were saying that like it. Look, P. Ryan, killer preseason. Amir Smith-Marset, killer preseason. Shane Buechele, awesome preseason. Everybody that looked good in the preseason, they're gone. Like they just gone. So Andy and them already had it in mind who they wanted. Like it's that simple, man.
So Khalif, the 5-bomb from Blake the Snake, baby. What's up, Blake?
Snake. Blake the Snake Roberts. He's
you know what? We're addicted to you, Blake. We appreciate the support, my man.
Daggone it, Blake the Snake.
Thank you very much.
It.
Khalif put out a tweet earlier, said shout out to Kansas City. Great organization, great fan base. Nothing but love from me. Heart 100. So I think he enjoyed his experience here. I wish it would have worked out.
Me too. Dude, he played at Western. He played right up the road from us.
Hey, everybody put some legendaries and catch-ups in the chat for Blake the Snake Roberts, baby.
For Blake the Snake. Oh, what a name, by the way. Have yourself a day, Blake.
Have yourself a day.
Or a night, whatever. If it's your day, it's your day. If it's your night, it's your night. If you're about to go to bed, do what you will, Blake the Snake. Do what you will.
Hey, Jeff Moore. So CJ's situation is quickly becoming toxic. Could turn on him. That's something we're going to be talking about in the video tomorrow. So definitely keep an eye out for that, my man.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff probably.
Because you're not wrong.
Yeah. Tristan says, do you see the Chiefs pulling a win? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely, baby.
Surely we win. Look, BP himself says 34-13 Lions. By the way, Brian, I've seen those.
Brian Barrett.
What?
34-13 Lions?
Oh, wait. He says 34-13 Lions. Wait, I just glossed over that.
Mike thought that was so absurd. His brain didn't even let him process it.
No.
Brian?
Brian is under the assumption that he wants us to get smoked by the Lions.
They need a smack in the mouth, right?
Yeah. So I think that's what Brian's doing. But by the way, I got your email about those donuts you sent, dude, and those look awesome. I just wanted to let you know.
Hey, Brad, shut up. Apparently, you don't watch football.
Yeah, I mean, come on. It's not just that. It's just he played well. If you watch the Chiefs preseason game, don't think Khalif Halsey played well. I don't know what you were watching.
I don't care where he's from. He's actually not from Kentucky.
Yeah,
he's from
he played at Oregon first. He just transferred to WK.
So he's not He's not hometown.
Yeah, we're not.
Plus, we're not Western Kentucky fans either. So
Kennard, I'll give you the homer, but no.
Brad, wrong, and wrong. Shh. Hey. Shh. Brad. Shh.
Do this for a while. No, I'm joking.
Lions are kind of awful. No, actually, the Lions are on the up and up. We're just messing, Brad.
Yeah.
Lions are on the up and up, Tristan. I think the Lions are a good young team, so
you
can't write them off.
Brian Parrott is busy riding the Jones jock up here.
Man, I'll ride Jones jock. There's probably room for the rest of us too. Just sign the contract, baby. Come in. Come on. Come to work, baby.
Right. Who's going to be the Chiefs' toughest win this year?
Ooh, man, I don't know. Bengals always is, right?
I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to think if we get a tough win, if it's going to be a hard-fought battle, I think it'll be the Monday night game against the Eagles. That's going to be a close one. The Eagles are going to want revenge.
No.
You think it's a blowout? We don't blow nobody out, by the way.
No, but you know what? And I hope there's an Eagles fan out there watching for some random strange reason, but I think the Eagles were lucky to play as close as they did with the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
That's a hot take.
Is it a hot take? Because look, man, all they want to talk about is
Wasn't
how
they favored by everybody by like 10 touchdowns.
Look, everybody. No, that's BS. So everybody talks about Jalen Hurts. Man, Jalen Hurts had a perfect performance, and he didn't even get the MVP. Well, guess what? A perfect performance from Jalen Hurts could not even get them past the Chiefs. So guess what? If they just play normal, it's not as close.
Right. If he has his normal everyday suck.
Because let me tell you this, the Chiefs did not play excellent. They played just good enough to win that game.
Oh, yeah.
The Eagles played top notch.
Don't they always? It almost felt like a Chargers game.
Yeah.
The Chargers, every time we play them, they play.
I'm with you, Lewis. I think the Eagles were overrated last year to a certain extent. Like, yes, they're a good team, and they did deserve to be in the Super Bowl. I give them that. But they did have a super easy schedule, and that's why they rode out the whole season being like, they were like, what, 14-0 at one point or something stupid? I don't know. It was just like they were playing a bunch of scrubs.
Yeah. I hear you. Hey, can I give you this, though? It's been a while.
Yeah, go for it.
They call me El Travidor.
El Travidor.
Yes.
It's been a while since we El Travidored it. I think he has to come in every once in a while. Hey, Oban Yeet says probably the Donkeys. Let's ride.
Let's ride.
Broncos country. Let's ride. Hey, speaking of riding,
Donkeys.
They're riding a lot right now. Like, hey, they traded for Will Lutz.
What are they riding?
I didn't want to say it because then I don't want it to come back on us, but.
Okay, never mind. Stop. Hey. Shh. Shh. It's okay. It's okay, Mike. Shh.
Hey, they traded for a kicker. What's that say about you when your new coach comes into town, takes a good look at Russ Wilson and says, we need a kicker, bro?
He said,
Trade.
hey, I've been seeing this quarterback, and there's this kicker I used to have. He was pretty decent. Can we get him?
We're not getting 6 at a time. We're just going to have to go for 3, so let's go get a guy that can kick it from 80. Come on. That tells me everything you need to know about Denver right now. Their coach thinks they needed to trade for a kicker.
Hey.
Jeez Louise.
Do us a favor. Blow that chat up with some emojis right now. Whichever one that you like the most, just blow that chat up with it. And hit that like button on your way out if you haven't hit it yet. We appreciate you guys for hanging out with us on the Wednesday War Room. And Mike, what do you got from Blake the Snake before I run this baby out?
He said, my son has his first football game at Missouri Western tomorrow night.
Nice.
He's a middle linebacker. Give him a shout out, and it would make his day.
What's
He
his
plays
name?
For the Mules of UCN.
Shout out Blake the Snake Jr.
Blake the Snake Jr.
Hope you have a game, young man.
He's going to have a pick and a sack.
Have a day.
Have a day,
Snake
Blake the
son.
Snake Jr. We're out of here. Watch our video tomorrow. We'll be back talking about Brett Veach. It's going to be great. Go Chiefs.
There goes a sight from my soul.